What's up everybody, it's Bloodshed Romance, and this is my Maxnomic Dominator I got January of 2016. It's been through a lot over the last 8 years. New Year's Eve 2023, the main tilt mechanism finally failed and I couldn't actuate the tilt lock anymore. Some may ask why even bother with this 8-year-old chair, why not just get rid of it and get a new one? Honestly, this chair's held up well, the foam is still firm and still holding up great, and I'd rather not have to drop another $400 on a chair if I don't have to. Sure, the leather started peeling, so 2 years ago I threw on this cover from Amazon and it breathed new life into the chair. But the tilt lock was much more difficult to find a fix for. I had an idea of what I needed to do, but I asked my dad his opinion. He suggested just adding a static lever to the metal of the locking block and angling it out towards the side. He jumped in and welded the rod to the block and bent the rod around so it would face the side of the old lever was on. To get what I'm calling the locking block out, I took the seat off the base, then removed the top cover, removed the roll pin holding the original tilt lock lever in place, pulling it out, then removing the top plate that holds the locking block in. And our method to get the locking block itself out was to just use a pipe on the part where the chair would normally be to forcibly tilt the steel plate down and give enough room to wiggle the locking block up and out. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that on video, but you should get the idea from looking at these clips. Some things to note, this method is going to block the top cover from being put back on, and it's going to be very close to the gas piston actuator, so we ended up bending the rod up even more just to add some clearance. Don't let the locking block get too hot if you're welding it because it will melt the plastic. We just ended up running it under some water in between hitting it with the welder, and then ground it down flush and then hit it with some spray paint to make it look pretty. Honestly, this works better than I thought it would. Realistically, the main tilt spring is holding pressure against the locking block and the plate when it's in place, so unless you're really going to wiggle back and forth a ton, it should hold it in place and not just pop out randomly. Locking the tilt at an angle requires slightly more deliberate motions because you're aligning the plate with the notches manually instead of letting the original spring keep tension on the locking block until it finds a notch. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out and hope this can help somebody else down the road. If this does help you out, let me know in the comments below, and until next time, peace.